This is The Great Expanse by JohnBab426 here on YouTube, and it's a rainy day here in Philly. I'm doing what you clicked on the thumbnail to see, the movie review for Blue Beetle in the car, because I'm on my way somewhere. And no, the car is not on, so I am being smart. I'm sitting in my car, and I should actually have the seatbelt on, because they say when you're parked and sitting in your car, it's safer in case a car hits you while you're parked. The more you know. And I want to learn how to make my videos less talky. So instead of me just coming back and retelling how the movie went and the whole story, I kind of just want to hit some fine points. And we're still learning. You know, we're a little over a year old. Congratulations. Thank you to everyone that has supported the channel, everyone that has spread the good news. I'm playing. It's not the gospel or anything. But anybody that has told somebody else to, yo, watch this guy's videos. He's cool. I appreciate that. And we are growing. We're not receding, but we are growing. And that's a good thing. All right. So I'm basically still learning things. You know what I mean? I'm still trying to figure out how to do this YouTube thing. So I'm basically trying to streamline the movie review. So it's not just me just blah, 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 blah. Okay. So let's just get right into it. Blue Beetle, obviously, it takes place in a fictional city called Palmyra City. And one thing I really appreciate about DC properties and heroes, they have their own towns. They have their own universes. They have their own environments. And I really like that. Like Batman has Gotham City. Wonder Woman has Themyscira. It seems like each individual hero has his own city. And I think that is just so awesome. Blue Beetle, obviously. I didn't know anything about Ted Kord or Jaime Reyes as far as where they're from. I always thought Jaime Reyes was in El Paso, Texas. And I think I got that from Young Justice, because I think he was just in El Paso. But here to meet a fictionalized city. And one thing I like about Palmyra City is the coloring. It's like a violet, light blue theme throughout the entire movie. Victoria Kord's helicopter has the same purple lighting. There's one shot where you see like a lot of Kord Industries employees in the background, and you see that same light blue. And for some reason, I don't know, the colors did something for me. I thought it gave the city of Palmyra City an identity. It gave the movie a bit of a aesthetic identity. A-E-S-T-H-E-T-I-C. Aesthetic? Yes, that's correct. A great word for The Great Expanse by JohnBab426. So I definitely love the setting. I loved how the main part of the city, the kind of rich part, had that coloring, but where Jaime Reyes and his family live, there's like nothing but ethnicity. So it kind of separates the city, kind of segregates it. You know, Jaime's house, it looks very rural. It looks like an ordinary home, like seriously. And one thing that I noticed is that you see the influx of outside entities coming into Palmyra City. There's one thing that said Starbucks coming. There was another thing that said available lots. So this is kind of what they refer to later on, that Kord is coming to Palmyra City. So I appreciate the setting. The acting was kind of There's one actress, I guess I'm kind of giving it away, but the actress that plays Jenny Kord, beautiful actress. I mean, she really kind of got by on her looks, to be honest. And that's not me being sexist or a pig, but her acting wasn't very good. And at times I'm kind of like, who else auditioned? You know what I mean? But, and her name was Jenny Kord. She's the niece of Victoria Kord, who is the big bad, and she's the daughter of Ted Kord. And spoiler, I thought Ted Kord, the original Blue Beetle, was going to make an appearance. He does not. Ted Kord, the original Blue Beetle, well, no, the second Blue Beetle, because Dan Garrett is the first one canonically. But Ted Kord does not make an appearance in this movie. And I was actually looking for it, and the movie really would have benefited if Ted Kord, the original Blue Beetle, came into this movie, and I'll get to that later. But Jenny Kord is just like a mobile plot device. Anytime Jaime goes to Kord Tower for whatever reason, she's conveniently right there for him to see. She's conveniently overhearing conversations and coming up with the answers. She's like, oh, I have a key for that. And she's not even in frame while the family's having these discussions, the Reyes family. So it's like, way to go, plottress of the device town. Okay, I just made that up. Maybe I should never do that again. But the movie could really done without her. But as I said, looks wise, perfect. Okay. And instead of Jenny Cord, I think that's where Ted Cord should have come in. There's a scene in the movie, yes, I'm jumping all over the place as far as the story goes, because I'm trying to like relegate how much more important Ted Cord, the original Blue Beetle, would have been, and how crucial he would have been to the story instead of Jenny Cord. Okay. There's a scene where they need to break Jaime Reyes out of this fortress on Paco Island, where Victoria Cord has kidnapped Jaime Reyes, who conveniently loses a battle to Carapax for some reason. And Ted Cord, being the one that spearheads the rescue mission, would have made so much more sense rather than Jaime's family. And you see that in the trailer. You see Grandma with the big old minigun, and it was funny. To me, it was funny. And then, like, you know, she like unlatches her hair, and like she has like these like pigtails. And I thought that was funny. Anybody else probably would have thought it was corny, but I actually thought that was funny. But it would make much more sense for Ted Cord, the original Blue Beetle, and maybe a family member or two, to, you know, kind of be on site as reconnaissance, be like the guy in the guy in the chair, you know, talking to the people while they're fighting, and he's saying, "Watch out behind you." This would have made perfect sense for Ted Cord to be in here. All right, so the acting was cool, except for the young lady that played Jenny Cord. Okay. But overall, this movie is dumb. This is a brainless romp through superherodom. The family's dumb. Jaime Reyes is retarded. I mean, he's really stupid in this movie. There are times where I'm just like, this movie had me cussing out loud. And it's not like I was like furious, but I was just like, what the alphabet are you doing? You know what I mean? The goons are stupid. They're steadily shooting at Jaime. They're steadily shooting at the big Blue Beetle pod or whatever. And you saw that in the trailer, so it is a spoiler review, but I don't want to give too much away or retell the story. But they're just unloading. They're attacking Blue Beetle in this Blue Beetle armor in hand-to-hand combat. These soldiers, when they realize the bullets don't work, they decide to punch. I'm like, this is so stupid. And there are just times where Jaime is just like dumb. It's like, who wrote the script? Who was the dialogue coach or the script coach or whatever? Who wrote this screenplay? Jaime's family is in danger, okay? Armed men, like, I don't want to say armed militia because they all work for Cord Industries. They are at his house pointing guns at his family. And he's saying, hey guys, let's just talk. Who's that stupid? Who would say that? What you do is you neutralize the threat, and didn't you say let's talk? You don't be like, all right guys, hey, I really don't want to hurt. Your family's in danger. I don't know why he was written as such a nincompoop. I don't get it. Like, and the family, they're like, just like cliche bad, cliche stupid. And the movie is just rife with cliches. When Jaime and Jenny Cord were about to kiss, I said on cue, I said, here comes Uncle Rudy to break it up. And it's just, oh my God, it's so cliche written. Oh my God, they shot this movie up with cliches. And again, the god-awful screenplay. Horrible. Carapax was pretty good. I'm trying to think who the best character in this movie is. Now, special effects wise, I thought it was amazing. Usually when an actor or actress takes off the helmet and they're still in the armored form, you can kind of see that difference. Like, you really saw that in Revenge of the Sith whenever Tamora Morrison's clone character, you know, had the helmet off. You're like, oh God, that CG is so bad from Revenge of the Sith. Like, that was terrible. But here, it looked very good. Like, when he took it off, you don't really see that difference that differentiates, you know, Raul Trujillo, the actor that plays Carapax, from the armor or the CG. Like they did a really good job with him having his helmet off. There wasn't a lot of face-offness. Okay, I just made that up. You know, where the character just obligatorily removes his helmet. It was different this time around. It wasn't like he was just arbitrarily doing it, Jaime, so there was that. George Lopez was hilarious in this movie. To me, the funniest scene is when they go into the Cord estate, which is Ted Cord, the original Blue Beetle's house. Well, home. Sorry, it was an estate. And Rudy is at the computer explaining how the symbiosis takes place between Kaji Da, which is the scarab, and a potential host. He's like, it goes, he said it goes somewhere. And the way it's delivered is just hilarious. Like, to me, that's the funniest part of the movie. I mean, that's just me. That's the funniest part of the movie. None of the humor really lands in this movie. Victoria Cord is a villain of the week. This could have been anybody. This could have been Maxwell Lord. This could have been Simon Stagg. This could have been any rich white billionaire from the DC universe. Susan Sarandon is totally wasted in this movie. At least she got paid. And Susan Sarandon, she's the truth as an actress. Here, totally wasted. Predictability. Extremely predictable the movie is. And unfortunately, I said, as soon as I saw his dad in the airport when they picked him up, I said, he's gonna die. Immediately, I was like, he's dead. So then when Cord's security force came and the guy punched him and he fell, I said, he's gonna die from being punched. Wow, way to set him up. Talk about all this hardship he went through, he gets socked and he dies and has a heart attack. I was like, what disrespect, what a disgrace. This movie will insult you with its stupidity. The level of stupidity in this movie is angering. And like I said, the special effects were very good. The acting was pretty good. But this is a dumb movie. For a grade, I'm not going to give it an F because I don't think any movie should get an F. I'm sorry, that's just how I feel about it. This movie gets a D+. D for dumb. D for derogatory. D for, I'm trying to think of another word. D-tarded. not D-tarded, but this movie is so dumb. D+, D+ all around. Blue Beetle, not worth watching unless it's a rainy day and you got nothing better to do and you just got some brain cells to kill. Don't watch this movie. And again, this was a movie that I was really looking forward to, but it suffers from tone. The tone is stupid. And then it tries to insert serious moments with, his dad talking to him and trying to like stabilize this train wreck of a superhero film, but it doesn't work. It doesn't work. Blue Beetle doesn't work. James Gunn, Peter Safran, you may erase Blue Beetle, please, from the DCEU. Do not incorporate them. They're terrible. All right. And as far as the other elements of the DCEU, there's nothing obligatorily related to Zack Snyder. All he refers to is Batman. He refers to Superman being from Metropolis, and he refers to the Flash being from Central City. They don't show anybody that I remember. I don't think they do. So it could be incorporated into the DCU reboot, but don't do it. Don't. Do not add this dumpster fire to the newly rebooted DCU. This has been The Great Expanse by John Bat 426. I hope you guys enjoyed the movie review. If you agree or disagree, please write a dissertation in the comments if necessary. David Brandt, please let them know where their dissertations or their comments go, sir. Thank you, Mr. Brandt. Do your part. I'll do my part to The Great Expanse by John Bat 426. Can and will, one-handed, because the other hand is holding the camera. Wait, here we go. Expand. It's in the name.